Hi, this is Toby, and today we're going to do a lotus meditation, lotus flower meditation. So get comfortable. You might find a comfortable seat, or you can lie down. And we're just going to begin to pay attention to the breath. No need to change it or do anything. We're just going to breathe, and you'll listen to the sound of my voice. So no big deal. We're just going to notice maybe the quality of the breath and maybe where you feel the breath in the body already today. And after a few breaths, you might start to smooth out the breath. Maybe you're going to have an even amount of counts on the inhales and the exhales. You might smooth out the areas where the inhale turns into an exhale, and the exhale just naturally turns back into your inhale. So just take a few calming breaths here, a few little bit longer breaths. And now we'll start to get into our box breath or square breath, where we will take the even number of counts on an inhale, we'll hold, and then we'll exhale the same number of counts, and then we'll hold the same number of counts at the bottom. All right, so let's finish your next exhale, and we'll breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. All right, take a couple even breaths, relaxed breaths. And then we'll just take a wave of relaxation from the head down. So relax the facial muscles, relax the jaw, releasing through the neck and shoulders. Weight releases off the shoulders. Heart can relax, belly can soften, softening through the hips, and the legs can be very heavy, all the way down to the feet and the tippy toes. All right. And in just a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, we'll get into our actual lotus meditation. So we will acknowledge the crap and the muck and the mud at the bottom of a pond. And then we're going to breathe up some energy into the heart center, and we'll envision that beautiful lotus, kind of like a water lily at the heart center. So let's go ahead and do that now. We can acknowledge the mud and the muck and the crap that we've been through. We don't need to pretend we haven't. You can acknowledge your undesirable things in your past all at once, or maybe it's just going to be one little thing that you're holding on to. Maybe it is going to be some trauma or some unpleasantness that you wish hadn't happened. All right, so we can acknowledge it. We can acknowledge our compost pile at the bottom of our pond. It has happened. It is valid. Your feelings about it are valid. We don't need to cover it over, pretend it isn't valid. All right. So without getting into a circular depression, let's acknowledge it. And we're going to start to envision the roots of a lotus going into the compost, into the mud, into the muck. But from this, it's going to draw a little bit more healing energy up the stem of the lotus through the water. It's going to get clearer and clearer. And it ends up blossoming into a beautiful lotus untouched by the water. So take your inhales to draw up some healing light, something, maybe a golden healing light. It might have a taste or a texture or a color. Or if you have a hard time visualizing, just think of a feeling, a healing feeling. So take those inhales to draw that healing light up to your heart. And exhale back down anything unhelpful, any hurt, any anxieties. Just go ahead and exhale that back down the stem, back in through the water into your compost pile. And that's going to get transformed. So your inhales bring up your healing light to the heart. And exhale anything you don't need back down into the dirt, into the mud, into the silt. It gets transformed. Inhale the healing light back up at your breath, your pace. And just keep exhaling any darkness back down. So take a few more breaths like this. Inhaling, healing, golden energy. Exhaling what you don't need to hold on to, what you're getting rid of. And after a time, after a few breaths, you might discover there's less and less to get rid of. Less and less dark to get rid of. So you might start to inhale your healing light and exhaling maybe a little bit of gratitude back down into the earth, thanking the earth for helping us today. And you might or might not feel that just yet. Go ahead and take a couple breaths, maybe exhaling a little gratitude for people, for situations that have arisen along our way, along our path. And we keep inhaling the beautiful light up to the heart, healing the heart, exhaling back down. And you can feel free to keep breathing here as long as you like. Eventually, your healing light will fill up your whole body, your whole being, just like the lotus being untouched at the top of the water, floating on top of the water. And again, you can stay here and keep breathing, or when you're ready, just take a couple breaths to come back into your body, bringing a little movements back and ending your meditation today. And I thank you for sharing your meditation. Let me know how it went for you and what you would like to see in the future. Thank you very much. The divine joy and light in me honors, reflects, and bows to the very same divine joy and light that dwells in you. Namaste.